From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
3 exciting days of bucking, roping, and thrills are coming to Red Bluff. Over $350,000 is up for grabs for 700 of the toughest cowboys and cowgirls. Friday is Patriot Day, brought to you by Food Max and Outback Contractors. Saturday is Sierra Pacific Industries and Windows and Corning Ford Day with an evening concert by Creed Fisher.
Don't tell me that you understand.
Sunday is Davidson and Heyman Family and Dignity Health St. Elizabeth Hospital Tough Enough to Wear Pink Day. Get your tickets now at these locations.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you've had a nice start to your weekend so far. The weather definitely helping us out in that respect. That much is for sure. Great hiking conditions out there. Notice that cloud cover really letting up. Still a little breezy out there, but I think we'll let those winds go over the next day or two. Just fantastic way to start our weekend. Notice these highs in the valley today. Mid to upper 70s is the story. A couple of us might flirt with 80, but honestly, I'd say 77, 78 is a good bet out there. Trinity County got those 70s too, even out towards eastern Humboldt County, but along the coast we'll be in the upper 50s, lower 60s. Siskiyou County, widespread upper 50s and lower 60s is the story. 60s closer, of course, out west towards past I-5, but then out towards Modoc County, you got those temperatures right near 60. Eastern mountains, especially lower elevations, we're talking out Susanville, maybe towards Doyle, mid to upper 60s, maybe even near 70. I could easily see that happening, but just fantastic weather out there. By the way, here's what I was talking about when I said those clouds are breaking up. Look how this trend goes through the next couple of days, really through tomorrow, especially the marine layer totally breaks up. That's also kind of the same time frame where we start seeing those winds really decrease. I really start suspecting that we're cutting that in half, if not more, in terms of what we've been seeing over the last couple of days. Great stargazing conditions, too, through the overnight hours. If you're a nerd like myself, maybe bring a jacket, but we'll have clear skies to work with. In that respect, no issues at all for the outdoor conditions this weekend. Now, that being said, let's take a look at the extended from Futurecast, because this is kind of interesting how as we head through the middle and also second half of the week, we really start to see a little variance here where we get a little energy, especially east of I-5, eastern mountains, maybe out towards Modoc County, that sort of area there. And honestly, maybe in the valley. It's a very stray chance, but it is a real chance that we want to talk about of some precipitation moving on in and maybe some cooler air from the north, bringing some shower chances into the area. Again, in those eastern areas, definitely east of the valley east we'll call it, as we head through that Thursday time frame, midweek and maybe second half of the week time frame. Now, by Friday it's out of here, but still, I do think we do have those chances creeping in a stray variety out there. Now, as we head through the valley and out towards Trinity County and the coast, I think those chances really let up, and not a lot of us will see these chances to begin with. We're going to stay above average as far as temperatures are concerned through the next week. I still do think those chances are there. So let's break that down on the 7-day forecast. You kind of see that impulse there in the midweek where we pick up a little bit of cloud cover out here further west, but I don't think we'll have issues out here. Notice those temperatures trending very nicely. 70s and 80s is the story with mostly clear skies through the next several days. But then, as I was mentioning, that midweek time frame, you do have those stray chances creeping on in there and maybe even some cooler temperatures. Now, Mount Shasta City, Siskiyou County, you're right there on the precipice, but this is such a stray chance that I just don't think it's much to really consider right now. Stay tuned with me over the next 24 hours and we might update that. We'll keep close eyes on it, but still, we do see indications of that chance, out towards Wednesday, Thursday, midweek, we'll call it there. But we're not going to be accumulating much at all. As far as rain totals, for example, hundredths of an inch, right? We're not talking a lot. This is just that straight pop-up type stuff and maybe even some cooler air towards the end of the week. Just kind of wanted to put that on your radar, pun intended. But we might even see a few of those filter into the valley. But like I said, much like Mount Shasta City, consider the longitude of the valley in Mount Shasta City is kind of similar. Much further west than that, and you're just really cutting those chances off pretty substantially. So I don't think it's very significant. But again, it's still worth watching because the models, well, they latch onto things for a reason, so it's kind of worth keeping an eye on. But for the next few days, hey, look at the valley here, for example. Look at that warming trend, but those widespread 80s coming on in as we start the weekend, wrap up our weekend. A nice warming trend on tap here for the next 24 to 48 hours.